right here on Fox. Well, the leader, Johnny Sauter, in some heavy traffic, Mike.
Remember that storm we were talking about? He's right in the eye of it now. These lap trucks are bouncing off all over each other, not wanting to get out of the way. And John Hunter Nemechek in that black 8 truck, he's trying to take advantage.
And it just doesn't seem like Johnny Sauter is quite as strong when he gets right off the bottom of the racetrack. It seems like he needs to be right on the bottom of the racetrack. John Hunter seems to be in the 8 truck, seems to be a little bit more versatile, but it was definitely full contract.
For the lead, John Hunter Nemechek trying to get around Sauter, and they've got him too wide with lap trucks in front of him.
And look who's coming. Stuart Friesen in the blue truck. He's in 3rd. Wow, what battle we have here at Bristol.
New leader, John Hunter Nemechek, with 23 to go.
That was a mess.
There's no other way to describe that. And look what has happened. Out the other end of the mess, John Hunter Nemechek now has control of this race.
Stephen Parsons there in the 15 had been on the lead lap for much of the night tonight. Now finds himself a couple of laps down.
But soldiering on in the 18th position. Nice top 10 run for he and Cody Robaugh. Cody making his debut as well, and those guys are doing a good job up in the top 20, staying out of trouble here at this very tough Bristol Speedway.
Here's how Nemechek gets the lead. Watch him just squeeze through and pass the 21 of Sauter.
It's kind of like going down the highway and saying I'm in the middle lane, and the bottom lane gets jammed up. He just wound up being in the right lane and made it a good pass.
But does he have enough truck to hold off the stout Johnny Sauter? Looks like they've cleared most of the lap traffic. Sauter's so good on the bottom. Be interesting to see if he can claw back.
Camping World 20 to go here at Bristol. John Hunter Nemechek continues to lead the way. He has had to fight for it, though. He's led the most laps, 90 laps tonight, but he has had to fight and claw and scratch and use some lap traffic to finally get past Johnny Sauter and out front by 4/10. Hermie on the 16 of Brett Moffitt.
Unscheduled pit stop, a flat right rear tire for Moffitt. They came down pit road, put 4 on, but lost a lot of track position.
Ben Rhodes in the 41. Noah Gregson in the 18, and on board with Matt Crafton.
When you see that, Kevin, do you think opportunity, or do you think, oh no?
It depends on which truck you are. 49 was kind of like the jammer truck there. The 41 was like, oh, don't come too high. And, you know, it's definitely, like I said earlier, I mean, it just happens so fast here at Bristol. You just sometimes don't know where to go.
You see Myatt Snyder out of the truck, done for the night after that contact. Frustrating finish for Myatt.
We get a late caution. Watch this Ford truck. He's clawed his way all the way from a lap down inside the top 10. He's a guy that has found that high line to work well for him and has made a lot of passes up there.
And he's right behind Matt Crafton. Crafton on the playoff bubble, and the 4 of Gilliland, if Gilliland could win tonight, would get into the playoffs and knock Crafton out of the playoff picture.
Yeah, and you see the 4 truck behind the truck that we're watching here, Todd Gilliland. You know, when he gets up in that top groove, he just dips those right side tires into that ground surface. It's about 1 groove wide up below the wall, and he's able to make so much time through the center of the corner and back in the throttle and make great straightaway speed.
Well, the leaders are going to catch another bunch of lapped trucks here, as there's John Hunter Nemechek trying to make his way through with Sauter in tow.
I think you called it, Kevin. That 8 truck might just be more versatile than the 21. 21 seems to make really good ground low, but look at this mess the leader's in.
Yeah, and there's just nowhere to go. And these guys all want to stay on the lead lap because of the fact they know a caution might come out. So they're fighting for everything that they have. And John Hunter's like, I'm trying to win the race.
The battle for second now. Stuart Friesen in the 52, moving inside of Sauter for position. Can Friesen get the spot and then make one last run at John Hunter Nemechek with 10 to go?
Oh, nice move by Ice. Friesen to the bottom. Johnny Sauter fights back.
Use that lap truck of Riley Herbst, and now Sauter gets into Friesen a little bit. They've got some history, these two, and they're banging each other here at Bristol again.
That's just good short track racing there.
Sauter trying to get the spot back, and does. seconds back, though, of John Hunter Nemechek.
Yeah, it just doesn't take much here to lose time, Vince. And the only way they're going to make it back up is if John Hunter gets stuck in more traffic. And you see the 25 truck here in front of John Hunter. But, you know, they lost so much time racing each other. And that'll be hard to make up in 7 laps.
You know, you think of John Hunter as a kid. He's 21 years old, but man, he sliced through that traffic like a veteran. He proved that he can get it done under any circumstances. This young man has certainly the talent to not only win in trucks and Xfinity, but be a cup winner one day.
Nemechek won on the short track earlier this season in Martinsville. And as Michael indicated, runs in the Xfinity Series and the Truck Series. Not running for the championship in either as he splits his time. And Dad, Joe Nemechek there on the right-hand side.
Something's wrong, guys.
Yeah, he's fading. Look.
Nemechek slowing down, and Sauter's gonna get him, and Friesen is coming too. An issue for the 8 of John Hunter Nemechek.
Look at Friesen. He's on the inside of Sauter.
Clay Greenfield in the 68 being used as a pick by Sauter. Sauter clearing some space now between he and Friesen. Can Friesen catch him as John Hunter Nemechek slips back?
Vince, you remember how much that defeat at Michigan last week stung for Johnny Sauter. He didn't like the fact that he gave up that win on the last lap, and he's fighting back with vengeance here.
2 laps to go. Johnny Sauter trying to hold on. Stuart Friesen chasing. Friesen has never won in the Camping World Truck Series. Sauter has won 4 times this season and is the regular season champ. It's the final lap. Johnny Sauter heading into turn 3. Friesen closes the gap, but he's not going to be able to get there, and Johnny Sauter will win at Bristol. Sauter lost last week at Michigan by 25 thousandths of a second. He said he felt like he chose the wrong line and Brett Moffitt stole the victory away, and tonight Sauter comes back and takes care of business to win at Bristol. And you see our championship contenders, Sauter, Moffitt, Gregson, Rhodes, Friesen, Infinger, Haley, and Crafton. They all make the playoffs and will compete for the 2018 Camping World Truck Series Championship.
Johnny Sauter winning tonight just added 5 more bonus points to those playoffs, and they'll continue as they go through the playoffs. If you win races, you get 5 even in the playoffs as well. So that stuff's important as you go race to race in the playoffs.
It's time to celebrate and then refocus on the playoffs.
Johnny Sauter, crew chief Joe Shear with Allen.
He's watching his drivers celebrate right now. Last week was heartbreak. This week, how do you explain what just happened?
Well, we love these short track races, you know, me and Johnny, and we concentrated pretty hard on coming here, and we knew what we had to do to win the points and everything, but we came in here really wanting to win the race too. So we did what we wanted to do, and we had a dominate truck. That A truck was pretty good though, man. I have to admit, but good job for Chevrolet, good job for GMS Fabrication, and everybody that's involved in this whole program.
Not only a win, a regular season championship for the 21 team.
Johnny Sauter last week felt like he'd made a mistake, and Brett Moffitt capitalized to take the victory. And Sauter said after that race, you know, sometimes you win some you shouldn't, and you lose some you shouldn't. And I think case in point tonight, because John Hunter Nemechek seemed to have this one in the bag in the closing laps.
He's even.
That's the way it works. And this is the other end of the spectrum where John Hunter, was it an engine issue? Something went wrong with that
We're
truck.
hearing maybe a fuel pump issue for some reason. Maybe wasn't picking up the fuel in those final laps. It was able to get to the end and finish 3rd, but definitely was not getting the power he needed.
Another win for those old guys, Mike.
That's right. And that old guy said this was one of the tracks that he just loved and loved competing on. And it would be a special night here Thursday night live on Fox to drive that Chevy into victory lane. And he took the GMS fabrication truck straight there. Well, he hasn't yet, but that's where he's headed.
takes us older guys a little longer to get back in the truck than the younger guys. Got to get everything situated, take our time, make sure we don't throw our back out.
You take such joy in you old fellas getting the wins when the young guys are touted so heavily.
Self-marketing.
Johnny Sauter, the 40-year-old Johnny Sauter, the winner tonight at Bristol. NASCAR Camping World Truck Series racing on Fox is sponsored by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Back at Bristol, where Johnny Sauter has won the regular season finale, Stuart Friesen runner-up for the third time this season. Caitlin?
Vince, he made it exciting all the way to the finish. Stuart, kind of walk me through those closing laps battling there with Johnny Sauter.
Absolutely. Uncle Johnny races me hard, you know, and that was a couple of badass Silverados going at it, and man, that was a lot of fun. The lap traffic was you know, our advantage. We could roll on them a little bit when they moved up, and I'll tell you, tripping the guys, thanks to Halmar International, everybody at Chevrolet, GMS Fabrication, for the opportunity to compete at this level. That was probably the most fun I've had all year, bumping and grinding, and no better guys to race with there, John Hunter and Johnny, so we'll take it and then march on.
Nice job. Stuart Friesen makes his way into the 2018 playoffs, guys.
Don't you just love that, Vince, Kevin? He got bumped out of the way, but he was having fun. A big smile. That's why that kid races, and that's why I think he's going to be so successful in NASCAR. He's got the right attitude, and he charges.
Alan Cabana's in victory lane with the winner.
There he comes, Johnny Sauter, climbing out of the truck. Victory at Bristol Motor Speedway. The ultimate victory for a short tracker. Johnny, what a difference a week makes. Last week you get passed on the last lap. This week it almost goes away. Were you ever worried you gave this race away?
Not worried that I gave it away. I just I got a little bit too tight as the run went there, and then I started snapping loose off the corner. So just so proud of this team, all the guys at GMS Fabrication, Kingman Chevrolet, Allegiant Travel, Sunseeker Resorts, ISM Connect, Chevrolet, Goodyear Tires, everybody, Joe and them guys, they did a great job. I knew we had a good truck today. And what a way to cap off the regular season with a win. So had to race really hard with the 52 there. That was pretty exciting, and never won a Bristol before, so I'm so pumped. I want to say hi to my wife and my kids. Hopefully they're awake yet, and thank the Sacred Heart of Jesus and the Blessed Mother for another outstanding day. And just so lucky. I'm so lucky I got this group of guys. I mean, we won a Bristol. I mean, this is the ultimate. So, you know, for a short track guy, or I consider myself a short tracker, to get a win at a place like this is so special, just the history. And I knew we had a great truck today. I just can't thank everybody enough. Cool paint scheme, Mike Beam, Maury, Mr. and Mrs. Gallagher, everybody just pumped, man. And what a way to start the championship run here. So just pumped up.
Yeah, you get a trophy for Bristol. It's not the only trophy you get tonight. I'm going to bring in General Manager of the Camping World Truck Series, Ben Kennedy. What do you got for him?
Johnny, congratulations. This is a stamp on a fantastic regular season for you and your team. For the first 16 races, you guys have shown grit, determination, and excellence, words that are synonymous with the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. On behalf of NASCAR, we'd like to present to you the 2018 NASCAR Camping World Truck Series regular season championship trophy. Good luck to you and the entire 21 team in the playoffs.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Johnny, you're holding this new trophy. It gives you a big bonus heading into the playoff, along with the statement you just made. How important will those playoff points be toward a title?
Oh, it's everything, you know. And if you look at the first round, obviously a road course. I'm not a road course expert by any means. I can hold my own, but I'm not a ringer. But and then you got Talladega in there as well, which is a crapshoot. So, you know, last week I was beating myself up so bad all week, and you know, I felt like I let one get away. After I watched the replay, I wasn't so sure that I could have did anything about it. So, yeah, this is just awesome. I mean, obviously points are the deal, but we want to win a championship, and this trophy's really cool. Somebody sent a picture of it to me this week, and I was like, that's really cool. So I can't wait to have that. Sorry, Tony, but Eldora's on here, not my favorite. But, you know, just so proud of everybody. This is so fun. Sitting here with 5 wins, and I feel like it could be 7. So it's just can't thank everybody enough. Cast Technology, Chevrolet, and just everybody at GMS. This is a dream season, and hopefully we can keep it going.
regular season champion, but more importantly, Bristol winner tonight, guys.
Yeah, and each of the 16 spires on that regular season trophy represent each of the tracks along the way on the regular season. 16 races and 5 wins for Johnny Sauter.